about to happen again here as this tornado causing damage moves over the Ohio River just to the south of Ripley. You see. Yep, it's going to go eventually over towards Height. And then between that, we've got places like Historia, Scottfield Road, and Highway 31 near the Ohio River there. Those places are in the direct path of a potentially damaging tornado. Take shelter now. All right, here's that new tornado watch I was talking about. Till 2 a.m., a few tornadoes likely now in East Ohio, plumb all the way over to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's included in this. Clarksburg, Parkersburg, West Virginia, Morgantown, Charleston, West Virginia, unfortunately, under the tornado watch. More storms are possible tonight after a rough morning of severe weather. 3.7 million people are under this tornado watch right now. If you're just now tuning in, we're zoomed in on a confirmed tornado. It's near South Ripley or just to the south and west of Ripley, Ohio. This is a tornado that's moving across the Ohio River towards Height. Take shelter immediately. The storm south of Bowling Green still looks impressive, but it's not quite there. It's not quite producing a tornado yet. The storm north and east of Glasgow now looks even, in my opinion, more impressive than that. But it's also not there. It's not producing a tornado just yet. So we've got Brad Arnold and Chandra and Hull Force One following those storms to see if that changes as they go farther to the east. The Harlan storm over here in East Kentucky is continuing to look like a monster. Still big hail, radar indicated rotation here near Nolensburg. We could have a tornado trying to form here coming up towards Cumberland. Lynch and Whitesburg, take shelter if you're out here in Harlan County, Bell County, or any of these, or Perry County. You got to get to shelter, okay? And I'm sure my good buddy Shane Smith or Brandon Robinson, one of them is probably live on WYMT doing coverage on that as well. But that right there, wow, yeah, that's a convincing signature for Eastern Kentucky, coming right up towards Cumberland. Please take shelter. I know we got a lot of locals that watch. So it's rare that we talk about our own hometown backyard here on this channel, but there it is, tornado warning. Also to my north and west up here in Ripley, Ohio, tornado warning continues. Debris field or debris signature just crossed the Ohio River. Tornadoes probably now somewhere on Highway 49A, moving towards Height still. Yeah, there are tornado watches currently in effect from Pennsylvania all the way down into Mississippi. A large area currently being affected. Holy smokes. A huge severe thunderstorm warning was just put out. Um, that's a very big severe thunderstorm warning, and rightfully so. Well, there's a lot of confidence that these storms are going to continue for a long time. So we can expect storms with tornadoes possible, 1 inch in diameter hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. All the way to Portsmouth, Ohio now, and Vanceburg, Kentucky. So that whole big red polygon there is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Guys, give me 1 second. I got to go get myself a drink of water. 1 minute. All right. Going to go through these tornado warnings again as we kind of reorient ourselves here. Still got a lot going on. 4 warnings right now. Just an incredible signature out there in East Kentucky. Gotta watch out in Cumberland as that storm comes up towards you. I've got the weather cam here at the weather house that will likely be able to show the storm as it comes in, but it's currently approaching at an angle where we wouldn't be able to see it. It's actually behind a hill. So we'll move that camera around once it gets closer. Rotation on our storm that exited Ripley just now has broadened out a little bit. I think the tornado warning might be. I mean, the rotation's outside of the tornado warning now, and they haven't issued a new one yet. I don't think so. They might be letting that one expire, which is surprising. Just because I think that is actually a sign that the storm's kind of increasing in intensity here, and it could wrap back up very quickly. So, tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for West Union, Duncansville, Blue Creek, and Ottawa. You all get ready for maybe that to be upgraded to a tornado warning in the future. Bowling Green storm. Not much going on there, thankfully. A little bit more rotation still with the storm down here in that's now north and east of Glasgow, but it's not doing the thing. Thankfully, these storms were supposed to. These are the ones that we are we're really watching today for the potential for causing a part of our outbreak. But as of right now, at this very moment, they're being pretty calm. It's on the periphery of those storms on the outside up towards the Ohio River,
A
down
new
towards the
tornado
Appalachian
warning
Mountains,
has been
down
issued.
towards Alabama. That's where most of our action is happening right now. Could change though. We're still at 7:41 p.m. Another thing is about to happen that may impact our situation here over the next couple of hours, and that's the increase of the low-level jet with when the sun sets. That will probably have more of an effect on these storms farther to the south, but also could have another kind of amplification effect on the storms up here in the north, in Ohio and Kentucky as well. So they did issue a new tornado warning for the storm that's coming out of Ripley now. West Union, Ohio, you're included in that. Take shelter in West Union, Ohio, Duncansville, Fawcett, Mineral Springs, and Blue Creek, Ohio. This is a dangerous storm. It's got a big rotating mesocyclone, and it's rotating fast. Andy, go ahead.
Hey Ryan, I'm gonna hit you and everyone with a doozy here, but you do remember how large our 10% hatch tornado risk is today. So if you look just west-northwest of Montgomery, Alabama, you'll see something that's kicking up some rotation near Burnsville, Alabama, just to the north and east of Selma. So that's a supercell going on down there that's got rotation. It's ramping up in the last couple of frames. Figure I'd mention it as a result, and we're gonna have to start looking all the way down here, and as our tornado risk expands.
Yep. And these storms, once again, I think that, we'll really have to watch these around sundown because, once again, it's a possibility that somewhat of a secondary circulation might try to form down here, and that the lower level jet would really enhance if that were the case, especially at sundown, which would cause these storms in particular to become a bigger problem. So we've got to watch the
Ryan, there
Alabama
could be something big over these trees, but I can't get a good view because of the trees. But there is something that's rotating, and I can't tell what it is, and I see rain curtains wrapping around it, though. Cannot tell if it's on the ground. You'll be able to see it here in a second.
That is an
Right
ominous message from Brad. Okay, so he's seeing something. He doesn't know what it is. It's rotating. And he's got it. It's blocked from the trees. So hopefully, this is just some sort of wall cloud, and we don't have a ground circulation. But definitely a very ominous looking storm.
No, I just got a view that it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That was
Here,
Brad.
an update for you when you get a chance.
There's definitely a lot of rotation with the storm that he's on. We've seen it multiple times. So we're going to continue to watch that one as he follows it. Riley, yeah, go ahead.
Just a few chaser updates from our storm that we had go through northern Alabama. There is reports of damage, and there was some older reports of a possible tornado and or funnel cloud. So it does sound like we may have seen a tornado go through that area.
Okay, thank you, Andy. I'm sorry. Thank you, Riley. I'm getting a little tired if you can't tell. Our storm that produced the tornado near Ripley is trying again, I think, as it gets closer to West Union. Let's make sure we got Jordan Hall up. We do. Okay, Jordan Hall is right in front of this thing. So if there's a tornado with it, we should see it through his feed. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, we do have a few reports of damage coming in from just south of Ripley, and law enforcement is currently reporting 3 people have been injured in Ripley.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Elijah. So the storm that just produced damage and potentially injured people in Ripley is now moving towards West Union And I think it's doing it again. I think we're seeing a new convergence signature here. Another tornado is probably about to drop as we get close to West Union, Ohio. Jordan Hall's there. We're going to see what he sees. Right now, not much, just some really fast moving clouds there. It looks like he's in the town of West Union, which is interesting. You can see the inflow going into the storm there. This is a live look from West Union, Ohio, from Storm Chaser Jordan Hall as a really impressive storm approaches with a tornado warning. All right, just waiting for the scans to come in here. The rotation, I mean, it's definitely there. Not seeing a debris signature yet, which is a good sign, but could be coming very soon. If this is a tornado and it's down, I mean, it's coming right for West Union and where Jordan Hall is right now. Like, it's coming right towards his location. Corey says, how long will you be live today? I don't know. I'm definitely going to be here as long as there's tornado warnings and stuff, as long as things seem like they're, still happening. But I have been going for 11 hours so far. So at some point I will, probably fall asleep. But we're still hours away from that. So we're good for now. Rotation signature down here on our storm in Kentucky continues to be impressive. Hail, 1 inch in diameter hail, moving into Gordon now. It's coming for Whitesburg and next. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I still think there's a good chance that storm in particular will miss the weather house to the south. Which this is what it looks like outside of the weather house right now. 69.3 degrees. We haven't seen a peak of sunshine all day, so there's not a whole lot of
Ryan,
visibility.
it's Chris. Wouldn't be shocked to see at least a severe thunderstorm warning come out for that storm that's coming through London and Corbin. It looks like the south side of that storm may actually be trying to bow out pretty good.
I agree. That is a strong storm coming out of London, Corbin, moving up towards Hyma and Littleton there. One of these storms is eventually going to make it to me. We'll see what happens. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, so we do have reports that I-75 over by Monroe in the Cincinnati Metro is currently shut down.
Hey Ryan, I have a
both ways
large,
due to power
damaging
lines
tornado going
across
to the
both
west
lanes
side
the
of
road,
West Union
and there
right
is
now.
flooding
I have
across
eyes.
several
Power
exits
has
across the
gone out
Cincinnati
in
Metro
town.
along I-75 as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Elijah. We had Jordan Hall come across on Zello just now saying that he's seeing a large tornado doing damage west of West Union. And as soon as he said that, we got a new update on the radar, and we see the debris signature now. So here we go. We've got another tornado down on the ground coming into West Union right now. Jordan Hall, Storm Chaser Jordan Hall is on it, and he should be able to point the camera at it if he gets out of these trees. But, hey, right there it is. West Union, right there you are. Guess what way it's going? That way. So West Union needs to get to shelter fast. We've got a professional, trained, Storm Chaser out there saying that we've got a tornado on the ground and we can see it via radar here. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Take shelter. We will probably see an update from the National Weather Service here soon, upgrading that to a confirmed tornado warning for West Union, Ohio. And this is a live look at Adams County, Ohio. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the
new information.
Yeah, there it is.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
We've got a confirmed tornado warning just to the west of West Union, Ohio. Confirmed tornado on the ground. Jordan Hall's going to try to give us a picture of it. He sees it, and we're going to see if we can't see it too.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning for Wise County, Virginia. We'll go check in on that right here in a moment. Let me just give you a better idea of where I think the tornado is. Just on the west side of West Union, probably going to cross the north side of town there near Chaparral Road, Highway 247 up there.
Ryan, I'm going to drop down south to the Columbia, to the town of Columbia, and then I'm going to watch these storms as they come up from the southwest and intercept those. I think this one was on the alpha boundary and it got off of it, and that's when it kind of fell apart. So, yeah, I'm going to go down there and fill up gas, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the night.
Okay, so that was Brad Arnold. Now, this is a live view from Jordan Hall, who saw the tornado moments ago. I don't know if he still has a visual on it or if it's rain wrapped now, but it would be in front of him there. My goodness, a very strong storm coming together here for West Union. We want everybody to take shelter. Once again, a confirmed tornado down in West Union, Ohio, could be going towards or near the town.
Hey Ryan, we're getting reports that that tornado is rain wrapped.
Okay, it's rain wrapped now, so we're not seeing it. Yeah, look, this is where Jordan is. This is a wall of rain, and this is where the tornado is back here. So, yeah, we're not seeing it from that vantage point, but it's there. We know it's there. We see the debris signature, and we hope everybody in West Union, Ohio, is in their safe spot. If this looks like a new piece of convection that's probably going to get sucked into the storm here. So once that happens, the base of the storm should become visible again from Jordan Hall's vantage point as the storm goes to the north and east. Really fast-moving clouds up there. Hopefully everybody in Duncansville, Lynx, and West Union, Ohio is in their safe spots. I got to go check in on a couple of these other storms because we do have other warnings. Once again, Wise County, Virginia. You're under a tornado warning as a result of that storm coming up towards you, down towards Cumberland. It's still rotating like a top. We haven't had a single tornado report, though, so we'll see. We'll see. Um,
You guys have me? You guys have me? You guys have me? There we go. We should let me get this all up. Let me get this all up. Okay. 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 How many we got? 5, 5, 5, 5. Let me get this up real quick. Just give me a minute, guys. Here, please. Give me a minute. And
y'all need to watch out.
there we go. Okay. One more thing. Let's update this. 5, 5.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
Checking in on our storm back here to in southern Tennessee. The rotation's still there near Flintville, Shady Grove, Tennessee. You need to stay in your safe spot.
Let's see what's going on here. Let's check in. We got one. Oh, this one's starting to come together. Right here, right near where
Also
Ryan
checking
Hall,
back
where
in
that guy's
on our
streaming.
West Union storm. As far as I can tell,
It's gone.
we still have got a tornado down here.
Let's check. Man, we got. This one could come together pretty big too.
It might be cycling. It might be recycling again, hopefully. But we need to stay in our safe spot in Duncansville because it's heading up that way next.
This is bad, guys. Look at all the power outages.
Something interesting's happening with this part of this storm down here as well. We could have a new tornado trying to form right here, moving up towards Bentonville and Manchester in Ohio. Y'all need to take shelter.
This one's actually looking pretty concerning to me, as that heads in a bad direction, I gotta say.
Once again, the county that I live in
A new tornado warning has been
under
issued.
a tornado warning. We're about to get a big storm here at the weather
Oh, we're getting a
house,
few
so
tornado
just
warnings.
be
7.
ready. There might be some interruptions in our internet connection and our power. You might be without us for a couple minutes here, but we should be back up pretty quickly.
This one near Lancaster. Yep, that could come together.
But
What are we at?
newest warnings down here in Tennessee. Winchester.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Winchester, Tennessee, you're under a tornado warning. Radar Omega does have a camera here, so maybe we'll see it coming.
Pretty impressive ones are going to start popping off here, I think, in this south part of this.
It's fairly broad right now, nothing imminent, but it could develop as it goes towards Winchester, Tennessee. You want to take shelter right now. Andy, go ahead.
Yeah, Ryan, that newest warning is southeast of Columbus,
Let's hear it.
Ohio. So now we're in central Ohio. I was watching this one from the terminal radar TCMH, and so that does include Fairfield and Hocking County. It's right next to Royalton and Lancaster. That's a good warning. I was definitely going to break in on the same scan that it was warned on, so National Weather Service right on the same pace as me.
Awesome. Thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill. This is probably our northernmost tornado warning that we've had today. So now portions of Ohio just to the south and east of Columbus are in play for tornadoes. So Lancaster, Ohio, Bremen, North Bern, Hideaway Hills, Geneva,
Let's
Ohio.
see this
Take
one
shelter
near
immediately.
Union
You are under a
City.
tornado warning.
This might merge and then drop
the
another
tornado,
one.
Warning that's associated with the storm to the north and east of West Union, Ohio now is probably still the most concerning one that we have as far as what we can tell from radar and its history of producing several tornadoes. So we'll see if that continues. Downstream here, this is going to go up towards Lucasville, eventually towards Jackson, Ohio. So get ready for that. Once again, big tornado warning as far as size goes down here in East Kentucky. Storm
to
is
7.
carrying some hail with it. This is, once again, a live look at the weather house. I want to see if I can turn the camera just a little bit to see if we see anything. We'll probably at least start to see flashes of lightning or something at some point here as we point the camera a little bit farther to the south.
Looking at a very serious situation. What is this? EMA. Ah.
Yeah, so that's, you know, that's pointing now in the general direction of where that tornado warning would come from. Okay, so I don't see anything spectacular just yet, but we're going to continue to watch the skies here at the weather house as a tornado warning is affecting a part of the county that we're broadcasting from.
South of Columbia. Watching all these, I think the West Union one, like they said, they think it looks the most promising. I thought that was debris for a second. It had me.
Severe thunderstorm warnings around Columbus as well. A new one just got issued for Zanesville, Hopewell, New Concord. Hail up to quarter size, winds around 60 miles per hour. This also has a tornado possible tag on it. Coming back down to our Tennessee storm, let's check in on it. Rotation is very broad here, so this is definitely a precautionary tornado warning, but we're worried that this storm might try to follow the trend of some of these easternmost storms that have taken advantage of the environment here over the past several hours. We had the one in West Virginia. We had the one in northeast Tennessee. We've got the one in East Kentucky now that we're not sure what's going to happen with it, but it's definitely a strong storm. And this is kind of in that same general channel here. So
I don't think this one does anything.
Winchester, watch it.
It's hard to know because this looks like it's coming together, but it doesn't.
Observed.
It just
tornado,
doesn't look
however,
like it's changing.
Potentially still ongoing here near Duncansville, Ohio. Jordan Hall, you can see his feet above my head. He's on it. If it does drop another tornado, we'll see it right in front of him here.
Portsmouth. Is that Ohio? Is there a Portsmouth, Ohio? Or am I just stupid? There definitely is. I'm just not seeing that. Portsmouth, Ohio. Okay, so what they said, this red right here, is where they expect the greatest
So a lot of chasers saw that tornado
possibility for.
I'm seeing a lot of reports of
tornadoes.
Large multi-vortex damaging tornado crossed in front of me near West Union, Ohio. So that was probably a pretty good tornado there. It's the rotation has since let up quite a bit. But that's the same storm that's caused all of our problems from way back towards Evansville. And then, up towards around Louisville, Newcastle, and then now it's up there in Ohio.
Pretty impressive how long this one, long tracking supercell, could not keep a tornado on the ground, but it does keep dropping tornadoes on the ground. 100% of this county is without power. That is incredible.
Go ahead, Andy.
Hi, Ryan. I think we'll probably see a tornado warning for Gratiot or Gratiot, however you pronounce that, all the way over to Zanesville in Ohio for that that storm right along I-70. Looks like more of a spin-up type tornado. So please be prepared for a tornado warning into Muskingum County in Ohio.
All right. Thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill, for bringing our attention back over to the storm over here now to the east of Columbus, Ohio. Big area of rotation, big storm in general. About
this
to
one
probably meet the criteria that would be necessary for the National Weather Service to issue a tornado warning.
5 to 8.
So Zanesville, Hopewell, Ohio, y'all watch out.
What do you mean? What happened to my voice? Probably because I just ate.
Terminal radar here.
Does it sound goofy right now?
Oh yeah, definitely a lot more obvious what's going on there with that. And it's probably not
A new
likely,
tornado warning has been
there it
issued.
is. It's probably not likely that this would last for a long time, but the idea here is that we would see multiple instances of something like this happening with this storm as it pushes east. So now Zanesville, Sorona, Hopewell, Adamsville, and Norwich, Ohio, you are all under tornado warnings. Take shelter if you're in
A
Zanesville.
new tornado warning has been issued.
Licking County, Ohio, you're under a tornado warning now. Yeah, so that's all associated with this one storm here.
A huge risk.
Everybody from Linville to
risk
Brownsville
area.
to Hopewell to Zanesville, Norwich, Adamsville, y'all need to be in your safe spots.
What do you mean, did I eat a man? What kind of question is that?
Storm to the south and east of me, promoting the tornado warning for Wise.
You drink some water
Virginia
here.
is dying out, so hopefully that continues to happen. Got another pretty strong storm back here.
Should
to the
slowly
west in
sound better.
Manchester, moving up towards Hindman. That one's packing a punch with some small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
About to drop a
And
quick
then,
tornado.
We've got a bunch of other storms back here around Lexington. None of those are doing much of anything right now, though. Do have a tornado warning as far south as Tennessee here. Winchester, Tennessee, you're under a tornado warning, but that storm continues to look, in my opinion, less impressive. So,
I'm about to
Hey,
sneeze.
Ryan, you got a copy?
God dang.
yes, sir. Go ahead.
What do you mean the radars died last night?
Hey, man, we're going to stop here on 75. We're watching that storm still down around Campbellsville. That's about the only hope we have left that's heading up this way anyway. We're too far away from the north, and so, actually, I turned here. We're looking at that storm that's about to go over Jenkins Mountain. It looks like it's dying on radar. Don't let that fool you. It's going over a very high elevation. As soon as that crosses over the mountain, do not be surprised for that thing to strengthen right back up and possibly drop on the other side.
Chris Hall is currently on Interstate 75 watching a couple of storms, to his west, and he's also talking about the storm to my south here. A pretty, rare situation that we see tornado warnings over here, but this is a very common area for them to happen. So we're pretty in tune with the ways that these storms interact with the radar over here because of the mountains and everything. So definitely not letting our guard down on the storm coming into Jenkins. Y'all get ready. Also, storm coming into Moorhead, Kentucky. Right now is starting to try to rotate a little bit more than you would like to see.
Moorhead.
No severe thunderstorm warning, no tornado warning, or anything like that just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got something.
We just have 7 and 8. I don't know what just
So
changed.
just pay attention in Moorhead, Kentucky, sideway over towards Gilmet. Thankfully, the rotation that sparked the Ripley and West Union tornadoes, that has died down a lot. That warning is probably going to be allowed to expire. Now we've got a new area of rotation trying to pop up down here south of West Union. We'll see what happens with that. The Zanesville storm,
Yeah, it looks
I want
too wide.
to inspect again. Wow. Yeah, that continues to look impressive there. On radar, we could have a tornado trying to form here north and west of Brownsville, Ohio. This could try to, work farther east as we go towards, Cottage Hill, Hopewell, potentially even into the Zanesville area. This is a very intense rotation.
Oh, shoot. I don't see anything with the hook, but it definitely is there.
Very interesting mesoscale discussion. Okay, I saw it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Very interesting mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. Greatest strong tornado threat this evening. Tiny little area right around Portsmouth, Ohio.
Hey Ryan, do you copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I am west of West Union on 125, and I got damage on the stream here. Got a big tree down over the road. I'm probably going to cut it out of the way and see what more we have up here. Power's out for the town as well.
So this is damage caused by the storm that occurred near West Union. We watched that unfold on radar.
No damage on this one yet, or not doing damage yet.
Tornado damage likely, and you can't progress any further.
Oh, this will come together here.
Down in the road there.
Oh yeah.
It'll take a while to cut that one out of the way. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, I actually have some reports from West Union. There is reports that there is major structure damage across the town. Several of the roads in the area are blocked by fallen trees or power lines.
That's not good.
And
That's
the
not
power
good.
is out across the entire town.
Let's see what.
Okay. Thank you very much, Elijah, bringing us important information on the places that have been hit so that we can continue to go forward. And,
It didn't look
at
that
the,
strong.
The next places that will be hit. And
Let's look at correlation
all that kind of
coefficient.
stuff. So you can tell that pretty much what we're seeing through radar is kind of telling it that same story with the delayed reports that are coming in after people start realizing the damage. So that's why the radar confirmed tornado warnings and stuff. Even if we don't have a view of the tornado through a storm chaser or something, you got to take those seriously. This is.
Was this it?
That's what these tools are for.
That's a weird little
when
thing.
There's a tornado down a lot of the times, and whenever we start hooting and hollering to take shelter, you need to do
This
that.
one. Might be side lobe. That kind of looks like side lobe.
Just got another notification on my Tempest weather station here at the weather house that there was a lightning strike 20 miles away.
Rarded.
So the storm's getting closer. Yeah, this storm is trying really hard to produce a tornado. If it hasn't,
Hey Ryan, you got a copy?
very likely has.
Hey Ryan, you got a sec?
I don't know if it'll make it all the way to Zanesville, but Zanesville needs to be in their safe spot. Let's do Chris first, then Steven.
Snowing here too.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Yeah, it's gonna get worse tonight. It's still been pretty bad. There's still, but I mean, there hasn't
we
been.
stopped at Bucky's here, just south of Richmond, and that storm that I was talking about just went severe warned with a tornado possible tag. So that's the one that we're targeting for a little bit.
What's I gonna say? I think we've already had quite the severe outbreak. I mean, we've had quite a few big tornadoes.
And we also had something from Steven. Steven, go ahead.
Hey, that supercell by Liberty, Kentucky, heading toward Bridge, just went severe warned with a tornado possible tag. Chris and I are in position, ready for it.
All right, this is the storm that they're talking about, y'all. It's the same storm that Brad and Chandra were following way down here near Bowling Green and Glasgow. It's kind of lifted a little bit farther north. Now it's got a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag. It's still rotating.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So, get ready over here in areas near Stanford, Kentucky. That could increase in intensity.
The Winchester one's about gone.
New tornado warning in Ohio for Wakefield, Lucasville, and Stockdale, Ohio.
Rardon one looks serious to me.
There's your rotation near Rardon. Next in line, Ottaway, Wakefield, Stockdale, Perry Edition. Y'all get to your safe spots.
7 and 9. Okay. We're getting up there, guys. Getting up there again.
Lancaster,
I mean, this
Ohio,
ain't a
you're still
joke.
under a tornado warning, and so are you in Bremen, and so are you guys in Zanesville. We're going to keep you updated on that. But as of right now, nothing's changed. You just need to stay in your safe spot.
This rotation on this one definitely dying off right here. You can see it was right there. It looked like there's almost 2 spots. They both are
Still
about gone.
A tornado warning down here in Tennessee associated with the storm near Winchester. I am still not very convinced by that. You want to stay in your safe spot.
95% chance of a watch. Jesus.
I don't think that that's going to cause much of a problem here. Hopefully, it could change, so that's why we're getting in our safe spots. Wow, huge shout out to the very extremely generous Bont Ranger Legacy. I hope I'm saying that right. For the unbelievable $500 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Bont Ranger. And thanks to everybody who's been supporting in the YouTube chat and the TikTok chat and all that stuff. Once again, if it wasn't for people like you,
damn, someone donated 500.
16 hours straight doing live coverage with no commercial breaks and be able to, pay storm chasers and do all the stuff that we do to make this happen. So thank you. Thank you, seriously. And everybody in chat should huge shout out to
yeah, someone just donated $500 on this stream.
Deal. Thank you.
7 and 10 now. We're getting up there, like I said. 10 severe thunderstorm warnings. These are getting severe, guys. One head near Nashville. Line of storms. Possible embedded rotation. I'm gonna watch this. These actually could produce something. That'd be a bad spot. My legs. Oh, man. No warning on this one. Bro, this was so lame for the first moderate of the year.
Sorry, just looking over some more information here. The storm down there near Fleming, Neon, and Jenkins is kind of letting up a little bit still. So we'll see what happens with that as it approaches the edge of the tornado warning there in southeast Kentucky. I don't know what's going to happen next, but maybe get ready in Elkhorn City for a pretty big storm. But the tornado threat looks to be dwindling with that. Really intense, severe thunderstorm actually out here around Oneida, Peabody, and Hyden. We'll see how long that's able to continue. That's another one that would eventually try to head up here towards the weather house. So get ready. And Hazard, you're next in line for that. Potentially some small hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then, of course, Chris and
Are they still on it?
Steven are
Jeez.
on this storm, which is promoting some decent rotation there south and west of Stanford.
Let's see the
Kentucky.
Lancaster one.
We'll see what materializes from that near Liberty and Middleburg, as we're going to have it on their feeds.
Anything on here?
What's going on in Tennessee right now? Not much. There's not much. There's only one warning, and it's a tornado warning for Winchester, Tennessee, and Southeast Tennessee. That's going to be allowed to expire in about 5 minutes. So I'll come back and check on that. Otherwise, there's no warnings. There's a line of storms moving through Dixon towards Nashville. All that stuff's below severe limits. I believe it rained too much today. The atmosphere was not able to stabilize in Middle Tennessee as much as maybe some of us thought that it would. And that has led to a lesser of a severe weather event in Tennessee, thankfully. We've had a bunch of tornadoes today, though. And I don't think we're done. Elijah, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan. Andy stepped out for just a moment. There is a funnel cloud that was just reported on the Lancaster, Ohio tornado.
Okay. Thank you so much, Elijah. The Lancaster, Ohio tornado warning is now. We're hearing about a report of a funnel cloud up there, probably near West Rushville and north of Bremen. So we might see a new tornado warning issued for Junction City and Somerset.
I don't see anything there.
I just heard our first big rumble of thunder out here at the weather house.
There's no way. I refuse to believe this is warned.
Oh, man, I hate night mode. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Looks like it's snowing. I got to get a new tower camera. It does beautifully in the day, but at night, this is as bad as good as we're going to get.
Damn. What are we at? 5 and 9. What was that? 7. We got 5. They brought some of these down.
Blue Cord Devil, thanks for the extremely generous super chat. Says, thanks for what you do, Ryan. I'm just about 15 miles south of Zanesville. Major thunder and lightning right now. I have my safe space ready, only me and my dogs. That's good to hear, Blue Cord. Thank you so much for the extremely generous contribution. Stay in that safe spot for a little while longer. I think that this storm is going to go right by you there, and hopefully this will be over soon. Rotation still looks pretty impressive to the north and west of Zanesville, so we very well could have a tornado still trying to happen here, but it won't be long. It won't be long before it starts to really dwindle.
Jeez, this has been a long day. Well, 55 tornado warnings I can do. I can make it go really crazy. This will be March 17th. Will be.
Go ahead, Elijah.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like.
Hey Ryan, we have one final news thing here real quick. There was a 7.5 magnitude earthquake that occurred near Taiwan, and the National Weather Service is currently potentially looking to advise for tsunami warnings across the entire West Coast.
Holy.
Wow. Okay. Thank
Hey,
you.
Yeah,
Ryan,
I don't care.
Brad, I'm noticing some rotation on that storm near Tompkinsville, right on the state line of Tennessee and Kentucky. It's obviously moving pretty fast. I'm gonna head down towards the Albany and then track it up to Monticello, and up near Somerset. So we're gonna continue chasing as long as we got severe storms on the obviously still going on.
I get it. I get it now. I get why you guys always laugh at me when I pronounce town names wrong. That was hilarious. Monticello. But yeah, he's talking about this storm down here near Tompkinsville that's moving towards Monticello, Kentucky. And I see what he's talking about. Definitely some rotation trying to pick up.
Yeah, that was just a tsunami.
Elijah, if you can put some links or something, maybe that I could show on air about that. People are obviously very curious about that.
Mm-hmm. 5 and 9. Nothing really standing out right now.
Yeah, so this is
oh no, it's 3.
The tweet that we're looking at here from NWS Tsunami Alerts. Information statement, 7.5 earthquake in Taiwan. The event is being reviewed to determine the threat to California, Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, and Alaska. Doesn't necessarily mean that there is a threat, but a lot of times whenever you get an earthquake, they will immediately announce that there is no threat. You know what I mean? So the fact that they're reviewing it is newsworthy within itself. Robert Thornton, I don't know if I already shouted you out, but a huge shout out to you. Thank you for that. Thank you. No more tornadoes in West Virginia, please. I'm right there with you, buddy. Bill Hansen, thank you for the very generous 10 gifted memberships. We got 10 free members now. You guys will be able to go with us to the solar eclipse in a couple days. Chandra, myself, and a bunch of other people here at the Weather House are going to load up and go to experience totality in the shadow of the moon. Maybe, if there's going to be a clear place to go. And we're going to take you guys with us on a members-only live stream. It should be a fun event.
Yeah, I'm not doing all
and
that.
Just something to do. Just something to say thank you to the members.
Solar eclipses are pretty overrated, guys.
North and west of Zanesville still got some rotation here.
Call me crazy.
For Adamsville. Tornado warning also still in effect for Stockdale and Beaver, Ohio. Those are the only
Grow
two
up, Ryan. Pretty
tornado warnings that we have right now.
Now we're at 2 and 8.
We are still waiting for the National Weather Service to either issue an all clear for the potential for a tsunami or a warning or a watch or something like that. So we will let you know as soon as we know what's going on there. Wow. We already got 3 yalls of snow in Wisconsin yet. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, there's snow coming. For places that got tornadoes today, there's snow on the way. Just very, very quickly, I'll show you that, and then we'll get back to the radar coverage and everything. Where is that? Maps. HRR 18Z. Precipitation, composite reflectivity. Okay, so here's our big storm system producing snow in Wisconsin right now, producing a severe weather in this corridor, right? watch what happens as I push this forward. First of all, we do have the chance for some severe weather tomorrow in the southeast. It's to be determined whether or not we're going to be here for that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, shoot. I was not paying
at least
attention.
certainly have a video out about it or something. It just depends on
Dude, that is not
how
gas.
significant the threat looks. But look at this.
Yeah, no.
Cold air is wrapping around the back end. Big time snow in Illinois tomorrow, early in the morning tomorrow. Some of that snow is going to work its way into Ohio and Indiana in the form of intense snow squalls. You know what's crazy? We're going to have convective available potential energy values here high enough to support thunderstorms in Ohio tomorrow evening. But some of those thunderstorms will be snow and sleet. And then that's going to, look at that. Man, that is a crazy looking storm system just swirling across the eastern side of the U.S. there. And, you know, that's going to bring heavy snow squalls into Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia as we go into Thursday. And then we're just going to be left with a cold air mass for a little while here before warm air advection returns from the southwestern U.S. So, yeah, that is, that's that. Unbelievable storm system. Blue Steel, thank you for the very generous super chat. He says, "Husband wants, or they say, my husband wants to know if the Hall family watches Twister together every year." No, that is obvious. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. My firstborn son, his first movie he ever watched was Twister. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. It's kind of a scary movie. But I have another son, Otto. He's only 3 months old, though. He hasn't watched a movie yet, really. So his first movie will probably be Twister. It's tradition.
Oh, man. Yo, nothing's about to happen here. This is a nothing burger. I tell ya.
Hey Ryan, it's Brad. I'm noticing some rotation on that storm near Tompkinsville, right on the state line of Tennessee.
Let's listen to that again. Still rotation with that storm here south of Danville. Looks pretty spinny to me, so we're continuing to watch it. North of Portsmouth, this storm has the potential to try to cause some problems here near Beaver. You're under a tornado warning in Stockdale.
No way, bro.
The Zanesville storm looks to me like rotation's letting up a lot in this part of the storm. By the way, Zanesville specifically is...
Yo, nothing is going to happen tonight, Kevin Harvick.
It's north of you there, closer to places like Adamsville. But there is a new tornado warning back here towards Somerset, Ohio. Everybody should be in their safe spots here. The good news is I see no imminent big-time threats right now for tornadoes with any of those storms. They're all rotating, but they're not rotating enough to be like, all right, you know, this is the real deal just yet. That could change very quickly. Jace says, thanks for everything you do to keep the folks safe. Thank you so much, Jace. Katie Critcher says, thank you, Ryan and team. This has helped ease my anxiety tonight. Katie, that's unbelievably nice of you. Thank you for that. And Asylum Artwork says, really grateful for your dedication. I've been watching all day from Ohio. Bless y'all. Thank you, Asylum. My goodness, thanks for the support, guys. Seriously, there's so much. Every time we do this, there's so much. You don't have to do that, but thank you. VT1 Studio says, I have a friend living in Japan. They said they've seen it because the sirens are blaring and they're calling for the evac. Supposed to
a new tornado warning has been issued.
Was supposed to be, okay. All right. Well, Elijah's got something for us. I would assume maybe it's related to that. So go ahead, Elijah.
Where's this tornado?
So we do have confirmation now from the emergency managers in Hawaii, emergency management in Hawaii. There is no tsunami threat to Hawaii.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Elijah. That's great news. Great news. So we'll continue to update you on that if there's anything else to update.
Where
you
is
on.
this? What one is it?
Y'all, we just got another tornado warning here in East Kentucky. Rotation here near Alva, moving up towards Helton and Big Laurel. Once again, it's in that what I call the Appalachian Tornado Alley. You get a storm in this little channel right here, and it moves in this direction. It almost always tries to produce a tornado.
This
The wind
could.
tunnel effect there in the Appalachian Mountains, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if this one will make it up to me or not. All the storms have died completely on their approach to the weather house. We've got a special guard fence in the atmosphere around us that keeps storms away. Just not really, but it's what it seems like sometimes.
Yeah, it's a pretty big waste of a moderate risk.
Yeah, the the Tempest weather station keeps storms away.
How's it going, y'all?
Storms down here in southern Alabama are struggling to get going. This is another area we are concerned about potentially being a player in tonight's tornado risk. So far, though, the storms have just really been lackluster. We'll see what happens with the more westerly ones. Those look more impressive near Livingston. Are they rotating? Not really, not yet. So we'll see what happens with that. The sun is setting, and we'll learn more in the next little bit.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning in Scioto County, Ohio. Yep, I see it. There you go. Guys, this is how you know that there's a tornado, or there could be a tornado. We've got the reds right next to greens. All right, this indicates counterclockwise rotation because what this shows us is the speed of the winds.
A new tornado warning
going
has been
towards
issued.
the radar and the speed of the winds going away from the radar. Okay, anytime you get that really close interaction between those two kind of winds, you get potentially a tornado. Doesn't always, mean that there is definitely going to be a tornado, but that is a big indicator there. Cambridge Center, New Concord.
Hey, Ron, it's Chris. There may be a TDS on that storm that's near Harlan. Hard to tell, though.
I'm going to go look at that right here in a second. But up here in Adamsville, Mantua, Kimbolton, and Cambridge, Ohio.
I don't know what one he's talking about.
We've got tornado warning for you now. Get to shelter. Zanesville, the storm's pretty much past y'all. I know we got a lot of people watching from Zanesville, but it's pretty much past y'all. I see what Chris is talking about. Man, this part of the world down here is just, it's so hard to read the radar down here. You got the mountains interfering. You've got this. You've got that. But I mean, that is a tiny little impressive area of rotation there that could very well have led to a tornado or could be leading to a tornado now. But I wouldn't say with any sort of confidence that this is a tornado debris signature. However, it very well could be, and let's just go ahead and take shelter in Harlan, Hilton, and Putney, just in case it is, okay? Basically what it means is if that is a TDS, tornado debris signature, it means that there's a tornado down. We need to assume that anyways because there is a tornado warning. Okay? So take shelter. And we'll be watching
I kind of see it right there.
As it approaches Harlan. This is the second time now that Harlan's been under a tornado
Right
warning.
there.
Past a little bit. Nick, thank you so much for that. Says, hey Ryan, thank you for being live when outbreaks like this happen. A friend of mine just lived the tornado that just hit around Brooksville, Kentucky, because I sent your stream just an hour before she got it. Thank you. Nick, thank you for that message. I'm glad that they're okay, and I'm glad that you found us, and I'm glad that we're doing something to help you all. And you didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate the support.
Ah, man. Whole nothing burger. We do have an event on the 8th, though, that looks like it might take place in Texas. Because honestly, this year has been pretty lame. If we don't have an active May, this might be a kind of a lame tornado year. Huge flash flood warning, New York City. Almost into Manhattan. There's a lot of people under that warning.
Susan Donahue says, I watched all day. Thanks for all you do. Susan, thank you. We have been going now. How long have we been going? A total of 13 hours and 31 minutes. So basically, we're just getting started. No, I'm just kidding. At some point here, we will be wrapping her up. But I don't want to, call it a night before we're sure that the biggest part of our tornado event is over. Now, of course, I think we are starting to go downhill as far as that goes, but there's a little bit of instability left and potential for some tornadoes up here in southeastern Ohio, so I want to stay here for those. And also, we've got a lot of stuff coming up, in to the south as well. So we're going to be here for a little while longer.
I don't see anything there.
Warnings as they come.
There's nothing here. It looks like it's mid-level rotation. It's just still so far from the radar, it's hard to tell.
Georgia and Alabama, this part of the potential widespread outbreak here has barely even started. So if that starts popping off big time as well, we will take whatever time it takes to take care of that.
I think I'm gonna end it here. Again, if like something like rolling fork happened, I would come back. But this is a pretty big nothing burger. Like rolling fork happened while the environment was still stable. The environment was still not stable. I think it's stabilizing. A lot of these storms are actually gonna go linear here. Yeah, definitely here. It looks like. Yeah, that looks like these are all going linear. All of these are just becoming a rain shower. Down here. I mean, I just don't have a lot of hope in this. So I think I'm gonna end it here. If rolling fork, if there's a
here's a video.
Random huge F4 out of nowhere.
There's lots of videos of the shaking from the hurricane. The earthquake in Taiwan.
I am gonna end it here.
I'm retweeting some of those videos.
Have a good night, guys. We will do like a regular stream, probably 2 days tomorrow, maybe.
Buildings have